I'm here today to take full responsibility for my actions.
Luann Aponte says she's sorry. The former director of an Austin children's charity is going to prison for 25 years for stealing more than $1 million from 2 Austin charities and a church. It's a case we've been following for more than a year. Back in February of 2010, an audit revealed someone had been cooking the books at the nonprofit Family Connections. It became clear that person was Aponte, and warrants were issued for her arrest. But she took off to Venezuela to hide out. Prosecutors convinced her to return in December, and today she pled guilty to theft.
Hi, Miss Haiti. How y'all doing?
It's a short walk for Albert Black.
This is our community library that used to be Family Connection.
The reminder of what Luann Aponte did is right out the back door of the charity he now leads. The doors of the community library have been locked since Family Connections shut down in April of 2010.
This is, the toys that they would check out.
Bags of toys, rows of books. No one has been able to check out since Family Connections folded.
I hate it happened this way, but it has all put us in check to start looking at things more clearly and more closely.
Black says his organization has learned from the mistakes of Family Connections.
We're working daily with our board to say, these are the things we need to have in place. If we don't have them in place, we'll regret it later.
But Child Inc. was a victim of Luann Aponte, too. They owned the building that once housed Family Connections, and they haven't had a tenant on the $10,000 a month lease since the charity moved out. By then, they were $30,000 behind in rent.
I hope that seeing justice served will be a catalyst for healing.
In court on Friday, a shackled Luann Aponte tried to explain her actions to her victims.
I'm so sorry that as I battled my demons, you got hurt.
She probably maybe thought she could beat the system. You cannot beat the system.
Now, Child Inc. is trying to reconnect some old Family Connections employees with the clients they serve. They've hired several of them, and they're trying to reopen the old library. Now, like so many things involving this case, that issue is still tied up in the courts. You might remember Luann Aponte used the money she stole to support a pretty lavish lifestyle, a home in Circle C, a Mercedes, a boat. All of those things, along with $70,000 in cash, have been seized now. About $300,000 in all the state is trying to use to pay back some of Aponte's victims. Her ex-husband, Marco, still faces money laundering charges in this case. He'll be back in court in 2 weeks.